Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Brad.
We're Cage Elephant, and you're watching Toasted.
Cage the Elephant, welcome to Lowlands.
How's it going?
Fine, how are you guys doing?
Oh, great.
You were walking around actually yesterday. You arrived yesterday,
Yes,
and
yeah.
normal bands don't do that because they just try to get some sleep in the bus. But you guys just walked around for hours, right?
Yeah, I went and saw the Smith Westerns and the Arctic Monkeys and a little bit of Chromeo.
Young the Giant,
Young the Giant.
Will the People,
Yeah.
Mona. So yeah, my hamstring is extremely sore right now from walking.
Okay, from walking. All right. Hey, last time I talked to you guys,
You're out of shape when you pull a hamstring walking around a festival.
well, if that's what you did, yeah. Hey, no kidding. Yeah, last time we talked to each other, you guys were in playing London Calling in the basement of Paradiso. 17 guys. I think the whole crew was on the table. You guys did pretty well after that.
It was a fun show.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
don't
you,
really remember what happened after that. No, seriously, I don't remember that night.
that show was
I don't
awesome.
mean that in a way that we like partied hard. I just don't remember it because you play a lot of shows and.
No, that was a fantastic show.
Actually, London Calling. The one thing that sticks out in my mind is that's the first time that we had seen the band Let's Wrestle, and they were playing. We heard it from a distance. We were like, "Who is this band?" It was like, and we walk upstairs and we were just mesmerized.
Yeah, awesome. They were an amazing band and become really good friends. So.
Hey, you guys didn't even issue Around My Head yet. Maybe you were writing songs because what I read is that you guys wrote 80 songs for the new album, and then you dumped them all.
We'd written a bunch at first,
but 80 songs—that's crazy.
It was
roundabout,
yeah, but it was not complete songs, ideas and stuff like that.
Like pieces and fragments of songs. Sorry, I cut you off again.
But right before we went into these cabins to start to actually piece the songs together, we scrapped all those songs because they just felt really unnatural and forced. So
what did you do to them? I mean, they're just still there, out there, and you don't.
Just stuff that we probably won't ever do anything with. We were really writing and trying to write the record to sound a particular way. And
in what way?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It was just like there was a certain thing that we were kind of going for, and nothing felt very natural. So we just moved away from that and started, like, a lot of the songs that we were really into were songs that didn't fit inside what we were trying to do for the record at the time, and we were more into those songs than the material that we ended up scratching. So we just got rid of all those songs and used the songs that we were into for the record.
You say like it's not a big deal, but I mean, 80 songs. There's like there must have been a lot of good material in there as well.
Nothing that we were really particularly enjoying, to be honest.
Nothing.
We were writing and everything felt really forced, and it just, like Matt said, it felt like we were catering to a certain specific genre or something. I mean, I don't know. We can't. It's hard to put your finger on it, but it was, something that was. Yeah, it just didn't feel good, and so we all.
And you guys set out to. I'm sorry to cut you off now. No. You guys set out to record an album with a song that had a feeling that every song was written by another band. Is that true?
Just to. Well, I mean, not consciously. Like just like we wanted to sound like specifically a different other band or something like that. We just wanted to write songs and just
what I mean is like
it came out manically. We didn't care, the flow of the album could be, super heavy, super soft, super heavy. We just didn't want to limit ourselves to what we were,
to a specific
writing.
Genre or sound.
Okay. Because I mean, what I read online was like, you guys set out to make an album with like a couple of songs, and all the songs, if you would listen to one song, you would have the feeling that it was like written by a different band. Like next song, different band. Like 12 songs on a record written by 12 bands.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because we're into so many different.
Hard is that?
Well, I mean, we're into so many different bands and different styles of music that we don't want to be confined to one particular sound. So like, as we're writing the songs and I don't know, it's just pretty creatively frustrating to try to cater to one particular sound, especially when you like everything from like Simon and Garfunkel to the Stooges to Butthole Surfers.
You guys like Butthole Surfers?
Oh yeah, dude.
Gang of Four, Violent Femmes. I mean, pretty much anything.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
The Beatles. We draw a lot of inspiration from the Beatles as far as the way that they looked at songwriting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not so much their
The way-
style,
yeah,
you
the
know.
And you guys must be totally glad with the new album. I mean, I think it's a blast. I think it's
Oh,
a
thank you.
fantastic album.
Thank you.
I already heard a lot of good stories about it, and then I got to listen to it, and I was really looking forward to what you guys produced. And you have the knack for writing hit songs, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, come on, there you go. I mean, yeah, shake me down, fantastic. Right before my eyes, what a fantastic song is that.
Thanks.
Also, songs that I like, Indie Kids. I love Indie Kids.
Indie Kid's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I think that's also one of the things that make the album kind of so mantic and diverse is that each we're all writers, so and we all kind of have our own niches, and we all have our own weaknesses too, but each band member kind of makes up for what another band member is missing or whatever. So this just went to I don't know how to explain it.
What Brad's trying
that
to
just
say.
went to hell in a handbag.
What Brad's trying to say is that we all complement each other, and that
Exactly.
we write. Everyone in the band writes. So where someone else comes up like short, someone else will make it up for them, or maybe one of us will complete a song by ourselves. But I mean, we all write. So
And then you released it, and it got an instant hit, right? I mean, it was downloaded so many times already, really fast, #1 on iTunes and stuff. I mean, how does that feel? It must be amazing, right?
First, I want to say thank you to Matt because I can't always articulate my thoughts properly.
No,
Oh, you cut him off all the time.
Yeah, I did. Oh, believe me.
Maybe you should let me talk more.
Hey, but when you guys wrote "Shake Me Down," I mean, do you know that that's a hit song?
No. It was actually one of the songs that we debated not putting on the record because it took a couple days to
What
finish.
are you guys on?
Yeah. No, it was just taking a couple of days to finish, and the last day that we were in the studio, and not the last day that we were in the studio, but the last day we worked on that song, we all left kind of bewildered and didn't know if we had done something good or something that was terrible. And we came back the next day and hit replay, and we're all really happy with what it was. But even then, I didn't think that it would be a single. I thought it was just an album track. There's no real chorus to the song.
It's not like a conventional structure.
It sticks in your head after you hear it once for 15 seconds. It sticks in your head, so there must be something right about it, right?
Well,
But you don't realize that when you write it yourself.
No, we're just having fun, making music. And
Because looking back at all the songs that you wrote and the previous stuff that you did, I mean, there are at least 6 songs that are really hit potential, I think.
oh, thanks.
Outstanding
What was funny? While I was working on "Shake Me Down," we just got off the road, and I didn't have a place to stay, so I was staying with my mother, and it was like dead of winter, like snow outside. I think there had just been an ice storm, and I went out in the garage to work on the song. That way I didn't wake anyone up. And when I shut the door, I heard the lock click, and this is like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I locked myself out in the garage for like 3 hours.
Our mom's bedroom is basically like
On
the
the other
farthest
side.
away from that door as you possibly can have it.
So I sat out in the garage until the sun came up, freezing. But I've finished the song. So.
Maybe you got to do that more often.
Yeah.
Hey, another thing I liked. What's Laser Snake, for Christ's sake?
Laser Snake. Oh, that's one of our friends' band.
That's like the best joke ever.
Yeah, they were in a band called Autovon, and they actually gave us our first show in Nashville, opening up for a band, and they were kind of like the big buzz band of Nashville, and
They were a really cool indie band, actually.
yeah, they
Really
were
credible.
they toured. They've actually done several tours. They did one in the UK with us. They've done a few in the States with us, and they're amazing people, great friends. But they broke up sadly. Every band, I guess it was just their time. They were going through different stuff. And
This is a fun band, right? This is a joke, right?
So this is the bass player and the lead singer. They're funny, hilarious guys. They could both be comedians. And so they just started doing this joke stuff for fun, and it's actually some of the most fun they've had making music in a long time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, their new hit single, "Begging for the Bone."
Nice. No, it's pretty funny stuff, though.
Hey, let's see, other stuff that I like over here. Oh yeah, this is one thing I picked off your Facebook. There was this the special request that one of you guys posted, like for all the kids going back to school. If you see a kid that doesn't fit in or doesn't wear all the hip clothes, try and make friends or be at least smile to one of those guys, because it helps, because we were one of those kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, I somebody had posted that on our Facebook, and I was scrolling down and I saw it and I was like, wow, me and Matt grew up extremely poor, and so.
Extreme.
Well, I mean, not
the standards of
not to like
third world countries, but like in America, we definitely struggled, So.
And so.
But there were so many reactions. I mean,
and so we got some hell in school from kids, and life wasn't always like peaches and cream when it came to that kind of stuff, and so. I saw that and it kind of hit home, and so I was just, I don't know, I was just. Copied and pasted it and posted it.
It wasn't anything that we came up with,
Just something.
We weren't trying to be preachy or anything like that to anyone. It was just something
that hit home to me.
No, I think it's a beautiful and a straight from the heart thing, and there were so many reactions that I thought it was really special. I mean, not too many bands do that.
Cool.
What can I say? Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see.
It's like one of those weird things when someone tells you, "Man, you're a really great guy." It's like what to say to that. Like,
I find it hard to take
I know,
compliments.
I am pretty cool, right?
You guys
That was a super awesome thing of me. I bet it touched tons of people.
You guys smell.
We want to change people's lives.
Well, apparently, you probably do. You know that? I don't know. Too many compliments. Hey, Around My Head, I love that song. I do think it's a Pixies, I wouldn't say rip-off, but very inspired, right?
Very much so. I mean, we're inspired by a lot of bands, though, like Tommy James and the Shondells, Dick Dale and the Ventures, Herman Hermits, the Turtles.
Eric and the Dominoes.
Just, a bunch of stuff. So, definitely is one of the bands that we're inspired by, for sure.
What I like about the album is it's so diverse that you guys rock out really, really fucking hard.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like amazingly hard, like Butthole Surfers hard.
Yeah.
But there's also really cool ballad stuff on the album. It ends with a hidden track. I mean, a hidden track on iTunes. I didn't know that was possible, actually.
I didn't know it was possible either.
But I mean, so diverse, and still it's a unity. Did you guys do that on purpose, or is there? Because there is a flow on the album.
I think that the continuity is in the production, like the way that it was recorded and the atmosphere, for sure.
Yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
No, and the fact that we're the same band, you have that common fiber through all the songs.
So we met like a year ago, and you guys are all really energetic and full of ideas and stuff. And now, of course, you toured your ass off and you worked really, really hard. Is it hard for you guys now to be in a band, and has it become more work-like than before?
I mean, there are your moments, but it's still every bit as creatively satisfying for me as it ever was, if not more, now, because I feel more free as to what I can and can't do,
Cool. Yeah, on the first album, I feel like we really limited ourselves, and it wasn't purposely. It was just what we had been exposed to in Bowling Green, Kentucky. A town of 56,000 people, and so I think by doing the second album, like Matt said, I think it really helped us to be able to expand in any way that we wanted to.
In Holland, it is a breakthrough album, I think, because I mean, you guys are being played on the radio all the time.
Oh, cool.
All the singles get picked up easily.
Maybe some people will be at our show tonight.
You never know. You must be doing something right.
Yeah, well, it would be terribly embarrassing if, or it would be heartbreaking if we were playing a night slot and there was like 10 people like, I love this song from the radio.
I put on the best show that I possibly could, so that those 10 people came back the next time with 10 friends, and then we had 20 people the next time we played.
Actually, that happened to us in Rockness in Scotland. It was a law, like when we first started out. And we had never been to Scotland. It was like one of the first times we'd been to Scotland. We played this festival, and there's like 10 or 15 people there. Matt spent the whole time in the crowd, literally. He was just like singing.
Oh, I didn't even stand on the stage, really. But there was no...
You were getting beers at the bar.
When Brad says crowd, he means 5 people.
He was rallying amongst the 5.
But now, I mean, you guys are getting famous, right? Do you notice that?
I don't know.
Come on, that's not a hard question. It must be. I mean, you know how it goes, right?
Definitely see like bigger crowds. Yeah, but
People recognize you more and stuff, but
I mean, it's like, what is fame? Like,
Well, being a Jay Leno, that helps, and Letterman. I mean,
now you have people who are like,
there's a lot of people who are famous that are really lonely, though. You know what I'm saying? So
you guys are not lonely. That's the last question I would ever ask. Are you guys lonely?
no, I'm just saying. I mean, it's not everything. You know, it's not something that I sit around and contemplate.
No, but I mean, you come from far, you know. I mean, you guys didn't have a lot of money when you grew up. I mean, you fought for it. You left America, went to England, toured your ass off, worked really hard, wrote 80 songs, threw them all away, recorded a new album, and now suddenly success comes. I mean, that must be satisfying.
we definitely feel blessed to be where we are right now, and
for sure.
it's, you know, you don't always realize it, but you know, there are definitely times when you're like, wow, I feel like this is a huge blessing.
Yeah, Rolling Stone magazine writes the best rock band at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can take
You're
the
making
stage
us
now.
blush right now.
You're gonna ruin our band.
You're gonna come out of here with egos like our heads right
not
now.
egos, just more or less like too much pressure. They'll be like, I don't know what happened to Cage after that interview at
The band split up.
Lowlands. The band just crumbled under the massive
They all
pressure.
went and did solo projects.
They went to play with Laser Snake.
Yeah.
Hey, what holds the future for you guys now? Touring the new album, or are you guys already recording songs?
We have a month off in September to write, and then we come back over to Europe for like a week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks, and then we go on tour with the Foo Fighters for 3 weeks,
Fucking hell, that's cool.
which will be cool. Then we'll be home.
Wow.
Most
How
of
did that come about, actually? Did the Foo Fighters ask you guys to play with them?
We actually wrote the Foo Fighters a love letter.
We
I
did.
promise.
Yeah.
We did a festival, Radio 1's big weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Foo Fighters were like the secret special guest or whatever. We found out, so we wrote them a letter. It was like, "Dear Foo Fighters, we love your band very much. We'd love to catch your set, but our evil tour manager is making us leave. If we don't do everything he says, he burns us with lit cigarettes. We hope you understand. Love, Cage the Elephant." And so then we ended up seeing them at K-Rock Weenie Roast, which is another festival, and talked to him, and he was like, "We should do some shows." And I was like, "Yeah, we should."
How was that actually to meet him then? back there?
Tell your story about the Lollapalooza where you came in as like the rock godfather sitting around the table.
That was just weird. We played a show at Lollapalooza, and it went really, really well, and a lot of people were talking about it anyway. So I got a phone call, and they were like, "Jerry Harrison from the Talking Heads wants to hang out with you." And I was like, "What?" they're like, "Yeah." So there's this party. So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I got to the line. I'm standing in line with David Arquette. I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah. So we go into the thing, and there's Perry Farrell and
Jerry Harrison and Dave Grohl.
and just like so many other people. And I was like, "What the crap? Where am I?" It's just like, yeah, it was just weird. But they were all super nice people, and
The next thing you're in a super band with all those people.
yeah, no, I don't know.
But that must be fun and also rewarding, because I saw that show and a couple of videos online. That was a really killer show.
It was really fun.
Could you imagine a super group of all lead singers?
Never happened.
An a cappella band.
That would be Fleet Foxes.
I think that band's called Boys to Men.
Oh God.
Okay, boys, that was fun. Thank you very much. I hope
you.
you have a good show, and probably everyone can find all your stuff online and where you're playing and buy your records on iTunes, right?
Awesome. Thank
We're
you very
playing
much.
in Amsterdam tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, really?
Or
Yeah.
No. 2 days from now, we have a day off in Amsterdam tomorrow, and then we play the Melk. Yeah.
Hey, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.